Hey, Ecotech! When you think about scanners, you probably picture those bulky all-in-one printers or office machines that take up half your desk. But today we're talking about something completely different, something that flips the idea of scanning on its head. This is the Epson WorkForce ES-50, one of the fastest and lightest portable single-sheet fed document scanners in its class. And it's basically built for people who want scanning power without the bulk. So let's break it down. Right away, the first thing that grabs your attention is the size. Because at just about 10.7 inches in depth and width and only 1.3 inches high, and weighing just 0.59 pounds, yes, under a pound, this thing is ridiculously portable, like toss it in your bag portable, and that's what makes it such a standout for students, business travelers, or anyone who needs document management on the go. The design is minimal, slim, and it almost looks like a sleek bar of tech gear rather than what you'd traditionally call a scanner, and in classic Epson style, it's solid and no nonsense, built to just work when you need it to. Powering it is as simple as plugging it into your laptop via USB, and there's no need for batteries or a bulky external power adapter, which is a huge plus because you don't want to carry extra cables or chargers for something that's supposed to be portable. And when Epson says fast, they mean it. This thing can scan a single sheet in as fast as 5.5 seconds, which is pretty wild considering it's just sipping 2.1 watts of power, so you're not waiting forever just to capture one document. Now, in terms of capability, the WorkForce ES-50 isn't limited to just your standard 8.5 by 11 sheet. It can actually handle documents up to 8.5 by 72 inches, so long legal size sheets, banners, or extra long receipts are fair game, and if you're like me, who sometimes needs to digitize receipts for expense reports or ID cards for verification, this scanner has you covered there too, with versatile paper handling built right in. The scanning resolution goes up to 1200 dpi, which is more than enough for crisp text and clean images, and combined with its 16-bit color depth and 256-level grayscale, you're getting scans that are clear, sharp, and totally usable for both work and personal needs. The included Epson ScanSmart software really helps streamline the process. It's intuitive, lets you scan, review, and save files quickly, and even has automatic feeding mode where it will just keep accepting new sheets as you insert them, combining everything into a single file without you having to click through a bunch of menus every time. One of the underrated features here is the Nuance OCR software that comes bundled in, which means you can take those scanned documents and turn them into fully searchable PDFs or editable Word and Excel files. So it's not just about capturing an image of a page, it's about making that content usable and accessible for actual work, which is a big deal for productivity. On top of that, there's support for scanning directly to cloud storage services, so with just a few clicks, you can get your documents into Google Drive, Dropbox, or other platforms without juggling USB drives or emailing files to yourself, and honestly, that's the way most people want to work now. Fast, seamless, and in the cloud. Compatibility is also nailed down here. It works with both Windows and Mac, and because Epson includes a Twain driver, you can integrate it with pretty much any imaging software you already use, which makes it a flexible option for different workflows whether you're a lawyer scanning contracts, a student digitizing notes, or an accountant pulling together receipts. From a usability standpoint, the whole experience is about reducing friction. Plug it in, drop in a page, and within seconds you've got a clean, high-resolution digital copy, and you can repeat that as many times as you need without any hiccups. Now, no product is perfect, and while the ES-50 is crazy portable and fast for single-sheet jobs, it's not built to replace a full multi-page, high-volume office scanner. You're feeding in one sheet at a time, so if you're trying to digitize a 100-page book, this isn't the tool for you, but that's not really the target audience here anyway. Instead, this is about those quick, reliable scans you need when you're away from your office or when you don't want to keep a bulky machine around. And in that role, it absolutely nails the brief. Another small but nice touch is the automatic feeding mode I mentioned earlier, where you can keep inserting sheets one after another and it just knows to stitch them into one continuous file. So even though it's single sheet fed, you're not stuck manually combining files later. The LED light source ensures scans are consistent and there's no warm-up time, so it's instant on ready, which again ties back to speed and convenience. And when you think about the overall package, portability, speed, OCR functionality, cloud integration, and a plug-and-play USB power setup, it really feels like Epson designed this for the modern mobile worker, someone who values efficiency and space-saving tech. The design aesthetic itself isn't flashy, but that's kind of the point. It blends into your setup, doesn't call attention to itself, but delivers when you need it. And at under a pound, you don't even notice it in your backpack until the moment you actually need to pull it out and scan something. In day-to-day use, I found that it's not just about having a portable scanner, it's about having the peace of mind that no matter where you are, if you suddenly need to capture a signed document, scan an ID, or digitize a receipt for taxes, You can handle it on the spot without making a trip back to your office. That flexibility is where the value really shines, and when paired with the smart software and OCR, it becomes less of a scanner and more of a portable document management system in your pocket. So to sum it all up, the Epson WorkForce ES-50 isn't here to replace the big office machines, but it's definitely here to give you the fastest, lightest, most convenient way to scan on the go, and for that reason, it's an easy recommendation for anyone who needs that portability and speed in a tiny, efficient package.